Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Rainbow Bear, and today we're going to be playing a new game called Banished. I know yesterday, in the next video tab on the video, it supposedly claimed we were going to play Thief, and that was the plan, but it crashed 4 times, and I couldn't get it to record, and it was rough. And this game happened to be on the Steam sale today, and I've wanted it for a while. I know it's old, and be warned, I'm going to suck at it, but it should be fun, and I'm hoping to have a good time with it. So let's get right into it. We're going to keep most of this the same. Valley, small, fair, disasters on. It's probably going to screw me over later, but anyway. Let's randomize this map seed. We're going to need a town name, and I've decided to be generic and call it Bearville. So, let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna pause immediately and kind of look at this. Alright, at least we have rivers, so I can set up fishing, because I want to do that. That's important. So, for those of you who don't know what this game is, it's a city builder set in a more medieval type time, and it looks incredibly cool. And so we got to keep everyone manageable. So like all these people need houses. That's why they have this thing. We're gonna need to collect all these resources, set up farms or fishing, and get some general food out. So, just to kind of define the town first, I think I'm going to make some roads. Sure. And sure. Let's go 9. Let's go 9. Just finish it up. Boom. And boom. So city builders are one of those things that I've wanted to get into for quite a while. Alright, that's where the 9 is. So we're just gonna go there. I'd rather keep it in a square. City builders, and more specifically this game, is the type of thing I've wanted to get into for a while, but I was waiting for it to go on sale. I figured it would on the summer sale. So now I finally get to play, and I'm excited to do so. And I'm hoping it turns out well, because I have heard from many people that this game is harsh. It is a rough game to get started in, which makes sense. So what I'm currently doing now is I'm making fields, because as I said, the food management is important here. I don't think I can build a farm here, can I? I can, but it's a 4x7. I don't want to. I'd actually rather just keep it as squares. One important thing, I'm gonna have this up. That's the general overlook of our town. So it says right here we have 19 citizens who need housing, our name, the season, the number of years since the town has existed, 1 obviously. The season's super important because by the time winter hits, you want to make sure you have firewood and food, otherwise they can totally die out. That's why earlier I was saying the game could be hard, because it's totally possible I will die like within this first episode. Obviously I hope I will not, but again, it's a total possibility. So we're gonna want that up. Event log I kind of want up, just to see how it goes. And then a map I don't need. Alright, and then the jobs is the other big thing. So that's gonna go here. So I guess I'll move this here. I'm sure I'll move those around later to get more used to it. But so yeah, as you can see, everyone right now is just a laborer. It means they're, from what I gathered, I played through the tutorials in like maybe 20 minutes of another town. But it essentially is just random people. They'll kind of fulfill what needs to be done. But like we're gonna want farmers for both of those, and I'm probably going to build 2 more actually that way. So I know the game's paused right now. I have done nothing. No, no, alright. 9. 9. 9. I sound German. 9. 9. And then make 2 more farms, and that should be good. And I suppose we'll put houses in this other part, facing the town, preferably. No, we can only fit 1 each, I think. That's rough. We'll figure it out. And then I'll put 1 more here. So not each one of these people needs an individual house. Their families, and I think in general it's 2 adults to a house. So I would theoretically need 5. Unfortunately, I already dislike how this looks. So, can I, like, move that? I want to remove this. Oh, no, it just moved the house. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Alright, let's get this started. And we're going to increase it to 5 times speed. So we also need to set it so we have corn. So now we're going to have... Each one of these should require 1 worker, so that's what we're going to do. You're also going to work corn, corn, and corn. And then we're going to set 4 people to be farmers. And to build these houses, the laborers are currently doing it, but I want at least 2 dedicated to it. Now, otherwise, I want to start clearing some of this out so we have more resources. So I'm going to come into this little menu here and go to remove resources, and we're just kind of going to deforest everything in this square. Let's see how that goes. So Lilip is a member of the town. Lilip has become an adult and is working as a laborer, so perfect. We already gained 1. Now, I still want to... Alright, remove roads. Perfect. That's... I want to do that. You can move the camera around and such like that, which I will presumably be doing quite a bit. Just to perfectly move myself around. That's a tree going down already. We have this stockpile here. It was provided because we started the game on medium. I was not ready to go into hard at all yet, but we should be pretty good to go. I'm going to build another house here and face it that way and that way. Okay, and now the house is just a tornado has touched down near the town. This is what I mean. This could absolutely screw us over right now. This is my first tornado in the game. I do not know how to handle it well. I don't need that. I want to see what's going on with this. It is still absolutely working it. So we have 4 farmers that should be getting worked. In addition, I might want another builder just to make sure this goes through. 0% complete, 0% complete. So there are, for instance, in this house, there are 5 people. Murdo, Vannon, Lip, Willard, and Katie. So there are 4. Alessandra, Eleni, Brett, and Kirot. Some of these names are weird, but I'm sure it'll get better. As you've noticed, because I have the game speed on times 5 is what I wanted, it's now in spring. And it will continue going on. By the time winter hits, we really need stuff. Speaking of which, we're going to need, let me find it real quick, we're going to need a woodcutter. Trading post, market, stockpile, storage barn. Nope, I don't think it's there either. Is it in resources? Blacksmith, tailor, I think this is it, woodcutter, perfect. I'm going to face this towards the town because you want it to be efficient, and actually I'm going to move it right here so he's close to the stockpile. I'm going to build that. That's important so that we have firewood during the winter. Just so we can actually see what's going on. I don't know why that closed. I still want that up. I don't know why these houses aren't being built. Remove trees, rocks, and other objects still need to be removed from the area. What? Like what? I don't see any trees there. I really need these people to be in their houses by winter. And I know it seems like it's far away, but because of how quickly we're moving this game, it's not. Crop fields. 1 of 1. There we go. 0 of 1. 3 of 4. No, I don't need 3 people working that one. I need 1. And I need 1. 1 of 1, 1 of 1. Perfect. Alright, there we go. I fixed it. We're all set. Good up to go. They're finally building another house. That covers 4 of them. So we're going to end up putting another house down here, I think. Just to fully fit it. Oh, no. I screwed up placing that one. I want it on the road. There we go. It's kind of weird getting used to that. Alright, luckily the tornado went away, and we did not suffer for it. Storage for log, stone, and iron is near capacity. Well, that's a good thing in general. The reserve of firewood is low. That's fine. We should theoretically be getting one in. 2 of 3, 3% complete. So once we get so that'll be built and such. A child named Asika was born. Congratulations. That's another thing. We need to keep a constant influx of people in the town, and that is helped by houses, so that people can make babies. Now I'm thinking, because we only have 4 houses, we're going to want another one on this side of town, facing it. So put it, and I don't think we need another one quite yet. But the thing we do, going the wrong way. There we go. The thing we will want is not that, but we're going to want resource management. And I'm going to want to put a, where is it? A forest lodge right about here. What that does, oh, no, I wanted it facing the other way, so let's get rid of that. Zoom out. What are people doing? Wait, I had the game paused. I was confused because I was an idiot. I was being dumb, but we're gonna do that. Perfect. It's facing the town, and we have a nice little square right now. Obviously, I'm gonna want to increase that as well. And luckily, we're on a river, so I want a place. I want a place to fish. Put down on this river. That will just also help increase food and resources. Some of these are already being harvested. That's what you see these are. These I planted later because I was screwing up on something. So either way, this is going absolutely dandy right now. And I'm glad I keep accidentally hitting spacebar, which pauses it. And luckily, we're going well. Besides this, what is this? No citizens are available. Well, increase it. Boom. Now he's working. We're gonna. Alright, so this is important. We have a fuel limit of 200. That means he's gonna use up to 200 of our logs to make firewood. That's important because we also want logs for other stuff, such as building. This, the winter thing, implies that the people are close to freezing to death in the winter, which makes sense because we currently don't have enough firewood for all the houses. That will also go up. But as you've noticed, the housing icons above their heads are gone, which means that it's even better that way. Roads, we're going to want some more of, just because roads increase how quickly people move around, which in turn increases efficiency. The other thing is, let's get rid of this. Let's assign, oh, we have no more laborers. We just need one, I think. One should be good. Maybe 2. We'll do 2. We have enough people for it. So, as you can see, cutting and planting is totally okay for now, which is good because the reason for having this rather than just clearing out the resources is because they will plant new trees and they'll obviously come up. But I still want to be removing resources from this area because you can't place trees on rocks, and there's no point in really having them around. So that seems like a huge area, which I don't want to do. I just want to get rid of most of these rocks. So that, and then that should be good, and that will keep going. It's going to tell us we need people to work this as well, which we absolutely can. And I think 2 should be good for now, and we still have 1 laborer, kind of the last man to do whatever is necessary around the house. So another child was born, all in good time, and I think I'm pretty happy with how this is progressing, this little town. Autumn year 1, presumably, a child named Isabeth, not Elizabeth, Isabeth, was born. We have some deer around, which means I'm also going to want to get a hunting lodge up, which I'm sure I will do eventually. We currently still have 4 farmers, and I think that's okay for now. We don't have too much food, though, so I might want to build a 5th farm. So let's actually do that. 9. The reason I'm doing this in 9x9 is because it makes a 7x7 farm, and I read I kind of cheated, and I read online that 7x7 farms are the most efficient for early game because you get one worker for each, which is nice. Corn, 0 up, 1. Perfect. The reserve of firewood is low. The reserve of food is low. Okay, well, how many fishermen do I have right now? I have 2. That's good. Alright, we're hitting late autumn. We gotta pause. We are hitting late autumn, which obviously means almost winter. And we have a low food supply. None of these will be planted yet, because it was already harvested earlier in the year, and they're not gonna plant it in time. Excuse me, I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was something falling on my desk. They're not gonna plant it in time for... They're not going to plant it so that winter could just destroy it. I don't know why that took me so long to take it out. That's originally why I wanted the fishing dock. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's doing much. It's only caught 34 fish. And that can go up, but it hasn't. So I'm thinking it might be important for us super quick to keep doing this. I'm sure our firewood will go up once again as we continue clearing this out. And we're going to want to build a road up to it just to increase, once again, the speed of it. I'm thinking we're also going to want another fisherman's dock this way, right there, and that should hopefully be good. Eventually we're going to want to get trading marts on this river, but that is certainly not the case right now. I'm not worried about trading, I'm worried about keeping people alive. So let's continue onward with that, and I'll also start the road work for this. What are we going around? What is happening? A dirt road cannot be placed in this location. Well, that's good. That's good enough. A child named Quintino, Yander, and Malene. They were all born. So now we're in early winter, and we're gonna hope that we survive this. And we'll see how it goes. This is doing still only 52 fish. It is currently working though. Our barn is 7% full. We have 20 iron tools, 115 corn, 37 fish, 5 hide coats. Simon has become an adult and is working as a laborer. Perfectly. Perfectly. Jesus. Perfect. We need more people. Good thing we do not need more houses yet. They're still working on clearing these resources out. I do expect that to take a fair amount of time, which is fine. Why I'm perfectly okay leaving Simon as a worker, as a laborer, excuse me, because I'm certain he'll go out and help that. This is 22% complete, and we're placing down the logs. How much stone do we have? We have 75 stone. I'm sorry. What is that? That's firewood. This is stone. 66 stone and 86 iron. Because we haven't really been using it as much. But this is good, and it looks, I don't wanna speak out of turn yet, but it looks like we will be surviving this first winter. Now, once spring has rolled around, I will probably hopefully this will be almost all clear. I will probably end up placing a hunter's lodge. Actually, I don't know. So, I'm fairly certain that hunting and herb gathering, which is another thing we need. It's another option for food, gatherer's hut, and then also the physical act of being an herbalist. Both of those are similar but different things. They both go and collect, but the gatherer's hut is for food and the herbalist is for medicine, and it improves the health of the town. As you can see, we're 4 out of 5 hearts, and presumably I'm pretty sure that went down because of winter, but it also will hopefully get better. Now, the important thing for all those, though, is that you want it to be in old forest, and by nature, being around the forester's hut will make it so that it's constantly new forest. So I'm thinking what I might want to do. Alright, we have hit. Oh, we're about to hit. Excuse me, I was wondering why I was confused. So, presumably we are about to hit early spring. What is this? Where are these people going? What are you doing? No citizens are available to work with the location. Well, what are they doing? Probably clearing that. So I'm thinking I might put it here. Although then again, we're going to want to clearly expand the town, probably into this area. Patrina has become an adult and is working as a laborer. Either way, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Early spring, even though the winter snow just came back, but regardless. So we currently have plans. We're going to pause real quick. Something just happened. Storage for log, stone, and iron is near capacity. Well, real quick, while I am still here, we might as well build. Not that. Not that. We might as well build another stockpile. We'll just kind of add on to that. Alright, we've got that started. But for now, I think this will be the end of episode 1. We're in a very good position, I think. I'm glad we survived this first thing and the random tornado we happened to get. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, or at least not too often. For now, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this series. I'm aware that it's kind of an older game, but it's one I've wanted to play for a while. I'm excited. I love city builders. And if you enjoy the content, in addition to what else I do, which tends to be Skybreak and Evoland 2 with occasional Overwatch videos thrown in, subscribe. So, see you guys in the next video.